Falcon 13.
Stop right there.
1422. Southbound on play. Southbound on play. Gray white. All black. Black shorts. White hat.
What's up, TPO?
Stop running. Stop running on the taser. Stop running. Don't jump over the wall. Stop. Do not move. We got him down. We got him down. Taser. Send the boss for taser.
That's right, Patriots. It's time for the Blue Line Podcast. They are broadcasting live, coast to coast, deep within the bunker of the Hybrid Armory Studios. And they are here to give you the facts and set America straight with what it's really like behind the badge. And now, let's put our hands together for your friends and mine, the Blue Line Podcast.
Good morning, Patriots. What is going on out there in America right now? A lot of stuff is going on out there in America right now, right? A lot. I mean, tons of things, okay? But this is one of our 3 a.m. little short casts that I'm doing. As you all know, I'm a night shifter on the Sheriff's Department, so to me, this is like morning time for you guys. I'll be going to bed here in probably about an hour to get into my Monday schedule. Most of you guys know that anyway. You know how it kind of goes. So we're going to talk quickly a Code 4 topic. Our Code 4 topic of this morning is going to be less lethal crowd defense, a new reality. That is right. So while our right to defend ourselves within our homes is still unquestionable, particularly in Castle Doctrine states, encounters outside the home may be called into question. And most recently, law-abiding citizens' actions are being measured against standards of conduct for police officers. This is despite the fact that civilians lack the training and on-the-job experience of dealing with high-threat situations. That's why we go to the academy for a very long time, and we do a lot of training, and we go through an FTO program in law enforcement. It happens, you know. But just thinking about that too, going back to what happened, you know, a few weeks ago, all those peaceful protesters, quote unquote, broke into a private complex subdivision, and the husband and wife were out there. He had the AR in his hand, and you know they're charging him for a charge, mishandling the gun or whatever the hell that she was talking about. But it was nice that the governor flat out was like, well, if they get charged, I'm going to pardon them immediately. And of course the president, you know, said the same thing. It's like, no, we're not doing this. So going back to this, and despite the fact that civilians lack the training, you know, it would be wise to take note and choose to layer your defense system with additional less lethal options, right? Crowds, some unruly, are becoming the norm again, and it is essential to have less lethal defense means available before resorting to self-defense with a firearm. I cannot stress that enough. Less lethal defense means available before resorting to self-defense with a firearm. This changing legal landscape has caused me to upgrade my travel supplies when we go on vacation this year as well. And personal-sized pepper spray canisters may no longer ensure safe vehicular travel, but are still important for personal carry. But which less lethal option is there? You know, let's go into this. Any device designed for crowd control is in very short supply. People are buying up pepper ball launchers as fast as companies can make them. Larger size canisters of pepper spray are also unavailable or on back order. People across the country are terrified and aren't buying only guns anymore. However, bear defense sprays, yes, big-ass bear defense sprays, usually carried by campers and hikers, are still available in large quantities. I have a Frontiersman Bear Attack OC spray in the 7.9 ounce Fog Blast canister, manufactured by Sabre, which is also the same company that manufactures plenty of OC canisters that we officers carry as well on our duty belts. While it is advertised for use against bears, it is certainly more reasonable than deadly force when danger presents itself, as multiple threats, criminal members, or an unruly crowd have seriously injured innocent people across this country this year and in these few months. Frontiersman's 7.9-ounce pepper spray delivery system offers several advantages over smaller defense sprays. I'm going to break it down for you real quick here. The Frontiersman canister is closest in size to that used by a law enforcement for riot control. The true LE riot control canisters are generally not available to civilians, but these bear canisters are. Frontiersman Fog Blast delivery system can instantly diffuse through a large area, distracting multiple threats simultaneously. Stream, gel, and foam OC delivery systems do not have the ability to keep their OC airborne long enough for a distraction effect. The Frontiersman canister has a range of 35 feet in still air, which allows you to maintain your distance. It is farther reaching than all the other sprays that I have ever seen. The canister is easy to use. Flip up the locking block after previously removing the yellow zip tie before carrying with your strong hand thumb and push down on the spray lever. The canister comes with a holster for belt carry to back up a firearm. Despite being labeled for use against bears, Frontiersman canisters does not include a warning that is against federal law when used unintended purposes. Frontiersman OC spray contains 2% major capsinoids, a lower amount than many pepper spray intended for use on humans. The label does note that the spray may cause irreversible eye damage if sprayed in the eyes at close range. So be mindful of the wind for you or your loved ones, friends, or family when you're shooting them into a crowd. For your defense, because you fear for your life. Remember that, folks. These are challenging times for the law-abiding, and having a large canister of pepper spray product in your vehicle or at home gives you an additional self-defense option that can reduce your legal jeopardy. It's time to expand your defense system, and the Frontiersman Bear Defense Spray is available on Amazon right now for $34. Well, 35 because you added 99 cents. $34.99, so $35. All right. And as always, you should check your local listings in regard to what you carry for self-defense. You must also be able to articulate in criminal and civil court that a reasonable person would have acted the same in the case of self-defense. All right, people? These are real times, and if you're going to use something like this, I wouldn't be going out, highly advised against going out to these protests, these riots, while all this shit's happening across our country, and bring that big-ass can of bear spray and be like, I'm going to be Johnny Badass, and just start spraying people for, throwing stuff at cops. Like, no. But you find yourself in a situation where you're driving down the street and you make a wrong turn, as we've seen on many occasions. People have done so, and they get stopped and they're surrounded by this crowd. Bust that spray out. Spray the hell out of everybody, because the second you start spraying people with that, it's a self-defense. You fear for your life and the safety of yourself and the safety of others in the vehicle with you. Or you're walking down the street, you're leaving work, and the protest comes your way and they start getting crazy and start trying to fight you and all that kind of stuff. Pull it out and spray it. As long as you can justify your actions in court, if you get arrested or go to jail. Also, another good reason why you need to have USCCA. Just saying. Always have a reasonable answer as to why you used it in self-defense. I'm not looking to pull my gun out in Walmart, even if I see somebody robbing them and give me your money or this and that, and they go take off running. I'm not going to be like, hey, stop it. Pull my gun out, You're asking for more of a situation. If your life is in danger, or, obviously they're shooting a place up, sure. If you can get in there and take a shot, do what you got to do. But it's the self-defense, and the bottom line is you're fearing for your life. That's the basic thing I'm talking about, okay? And real quick, we got a couple new sponsors I'm going to play here with our amazing show. And one of them is Peacemaker Coffee Company. And I will tell you right now, Danny and I had a cup. They sent us out some bags of coffee, and they were phenomenal, okay? Absolutely phenomenal. We loved them. Absolutely loved it. It was great. I loved it, okay? Amazing. So we are going to sponsor with them, advertise with them, and I'm telling you what, this has become the official coffee of the Blue Line Podcast. Here it is, Peacemaker Coffee. The Blue Line Podcast is fueled by the Peacemaker Coffee Company, where they provide premium coffee to people who love to experience a roast unlike no other. Peacemaker Coffee Company is dedicated to the men and women serving in this great country of ours and to the men and women who support them. So get yourself a cup today at peacemakercoffeecompany.com. When a law enforcement officer is getting ready for their shift, they have many different things that they put on their duty belt to have a successful shift. And one of the tools you will need is one of the best-selling books out there right now called Police Mental Barricade by a great friend of the show and fellow law enforcement officer, Nick Ruggiero. The Police Mental Barricade is about a survivor's guide to poor law enforcement leadership with a hard look into what contributes to law enforcement suicides and how, as a profession, we can fix it. Check out Nick's book today by going to rollcallroom.com. And while you're there, check out some of their episodes from the Roll Call Room podcast. So don't be a frickin' Steve and just go check out rollcallroom.com. This episode of USCCA's Defender Nation is brought to you by Eclipse Holsters. They provide high-quality and exceptionally crafted holsters appropriate for a full range of purposes. So get your holsters today at eclipseholsters.com. That's right, Eclipse Holsters. The Blue Line Podcast is fueled by the Peace. Yes, you're fueled by. Eclipse Holsters has sent Danny and I some amazing holsters. I'm excited. They're for our Sky 9mm compact pistols that we carry, or concealed carry pistols. Our EDC's everyday carry, along with my K-Bar TDI knife. I'm excited. I cannot wait. I really cannot wait. So check it out. Check out my friends from the Roll Call Room podcast and his book. And Peacemaker Coffee, fantastic company, and the Thin Blue Line USA as well. Check them out as well. They're sending us some great stuff. They're working with us on getting like over 1,000 different swag giveaway gifts will be given away to our listeners. Yes, you guys at home listening on your phones or tablets, computers, wherever you may be. They're working with us on sending us some really awesome stuff that we'll be doing for giveaways. So, but yeah, that was today's Code 4. Less lethal defensive actions to use in a crowd when you are in danger. All right. So other than that, we will see you guys on the next episode. Have a good evening or good morning if you're waking up. It is now 3:15. Yes, that's right, 3:15. So check us out as always on Twitter. Look us up, Twitter, the Wisco Blue Line, or at thewiscoblueline.com, or send us an email at thewiscoblueline@gmail.com. All right. We will see you guys next episode. Good night, America.
The Blue Line Podcast would like to thank its listeners, staff, and Hybrid Armory Studios for making this episode possible. And also a big thanks to our friends and supporters from Bluewood Metals, Relentless Defender, Thin Blue Line USA, Bravo Concealment Holsters, Officer Involved Project, Tier Talk, Mike the Cop, USCCA, and the Queensboro Hero. Until next time, keep it chambered and be safe.